Going back to his house now. There goes tow truck. How's it going, everybody? On my last video that you guys seen, I was trying to mount the alternator down on the bottom of the car, and I finally got everything in. I got the bracket in, but I had to reorder another alternator, and I'll show it to you. So it's a little bit smaller in diameter than the other one. Not much. It's still the same height, but the roundness, and plus it's a little lighter too. So there's the old one there. But, and then I got the bracket in. So, but to do this, when it mounts down here along the block, the back of the alternator hits on the cross member. So what I'm doing now is I got the plasma cutter out, and I'm gonna cut that out, cut this spot out so where the alternator, when it gets up there, it can sit back into there, and plus kick up to tighten. So I'm gonna get all that done. I get everything covered, I believe, that where the spark's gonna go, so that shouldn't be an issue, hopefully anyway. So let me get that going. Oh, I did find a rack and pinion in there, $700, so that's $300 cheaper than $1,000. So, and I talked to the speed shop today, so let me switch back. Yeah, so I talked to him today. He's gonna call tomorrow morning, see the availability of it, and get that coming so I can get that in. But I might hold off, because since this alternator is smaller in diameter, now the other one was 140 amp. This is only rated at 105. So I don't know if that's going to be an issue. I'm hoping not. The only thing I'm running really is just the computer and the fuel pump and electric fan. I'm not going, well, now I'll be running a water pump, but we'll see how that goes. If not, then I'll have to put the old one back on, which is 140 amp. And by that time, I'll have to keep that one, because I couldn't return it at that time, because I'll have it for quite some time. Anyway, we'll figure everything out as we go. But let me get this cut out, and so I can get that bracket and alternator back on there and see how it fits. Hang on, guys. All right, let me show you what I got here. I ended up cutting the hole out, and then I mounted the alternator on there. So, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Here we go. This is it here. Now see, I cut the back of it out, and I cut quite a bit, but like I said, I'll repatch that in. I'll make it look decent. I'll make it look like crap. But anyway, so the alternator can swing out this way to tighten. And see, before, if you can see that case rarely getting over there. And wow, it's probably an 1/8 of an inch away, but there you go. And it's not hitting over here on the frame over here, it's off of there, so that's all good. So I'm gonna retighten that up in its position here. Plus I had to stick it out far enough for that fitting over there for the power wire. So I'll patch that in as best I can. I'll make it look good. So I'm gonna tighten this up here. Yeah. Fits straight across at the level. That's not tight, but I don't have it tight, so that little play right there, throw it off. But hang on. Grab some here. Bam. That's what I'm talking about, son. Old son right there. So, level crossed. I'll grind that out. I'll get some cardboard, make some little templates out of it. I want to probably try to fill that in more, fill the bottom in more, and I'll try to use the old piece, try to countersink it in, re-weld it in. So that's my goal. And the other piece, I don't know if it's cool. Yeah. Normally I just grab a hold of crap and burn myself to death, but yeah. So really all I got to do is countersink this back into there and then weld a piece up at the bottom or something. I cut a little bit off that. Oh, you can't see it. Here we go. Countersink it back. Cut a little bit off the top, countersink it back in there. Weld it in like that. I don't know if you guys can see it. Position that light, maybe. There we go. Yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'll just countersink it back in there and build everything off of this. Just like that. There we go. Build everything around it and be done with it. I'll get her. I'll show you guys that. And the problem was I was having, the reason why I wanted to go to rack and pinion. Hang on, let me get this one tightened up and I'll show it to you. Okay. And I think Pitman arm. I think. Idler, Pitman, something like that. Maybe that's the Pitman. That's the idler. Okay. Anyway. When this thing is mounted up here, just like that. Now, let me grab the bolts and I'm sliding the other way. Hang on again. Okay. The reason why, let me go under, it probably shows a little bit better. As you can see, that arm, when you turn it, it's going to hit up against it. On the old alternator, it was going to hit it when you turned the wheel. So, say for instance, you're turning that, this is moving over into the alternator. It would plow that other alternator. That's the reason why I got a smaller. This is a smaller alternator. So when it turned, that nut came over and smacked the bottom of that alternator. Now on this one, it looks like it'll clear it. So if that's the case, then I don't have to do rack and pinion. I still would like to, but man, I can spend the money somewhere else. So let me jack it up and turn the wheel and see what it does. Hang on. All right. And I turned it. It doesn't even come close. That's turned right there. And it goes more. Dang it, I can't get my fingers in there. If you turn it more that way, it gets further away from it. And that's the closest that it gets. It will not hit it. So there you go. I don't know. It's not going to hit it. It plowed into the other alternator. Dang. So, you guys tell me, man. I don't know. If I do go rack, it will get rid of all this big bar right here. That's some weight. Get rid of that big bar all the way across. It'll get rid of my gearbox there. It'll get rid of all this. And it'll probably, I don't know how much weight, maybe with that gearbox on there. That's probably a good, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds right there. Get rid of the bar. It's probably, I'm gonna take a guess. I know I'm probably way off, but I'm gonna say 40 pounds. I might not even be right, but I'm gonna say 40 pounds. That's my guess. So, all right. What do I do now, Jeff? If you guys ever hear me mention Jeff's name, it's my girlfriend's brother. He watches all my videos, and so does my younger son too. So, Skylar, you tell me too. I don't know. I don't know whether to. I'm trying to find my light. There it is. I can spend the money somewhere else. Look nice down there though. And then I get rid of this. But I just bought that. It's brand new. And it turns fine. It turns great with it. It's like having power steering. It really is a manual gearbox. But I don't need it now. I don't need the rack. I mean, before with the other alternator, you hit it. With that one, I don't. I don't need it. I don't know. Spend the money elsewhere, I guess. But that's my whole dilemma right there. Now I can just, I'll buy the belt, get that mounted on, then I can go to the water pump, get that all put in, and it's be done. I don't know. I'm stumped. I don't know whether I'd like to have it. I just don't know. I don't know. I'd like to have it. I don't have to have it like I did before. Sure could throw it somewhere else, or maybe just wait till next year to get it. When I get some other things paid off, and then wait. Let me know. I'm gonna throw some pictures in on here of the car when I first got it. And then I've done this before. I just like looking at old pictures of it and of how far it's came. So I'm gonna put those in there. When I first got it, what it looked like. The steps coming up, you'll see it painted. I always say I say orange, and everyone makes fun of me, but that's how I say it. So you'll understand why the inside of the car is that color. And I didn't like it. I painted it myself and like it. So I took it back down and primered the car. This is just primer black, but you'll see it in the pictures. I'll show it to you. It looks good, but it didn't look good. It didn't have runs. It had some fish eyes in it, and I think there's another guy that watches my videos, and he's a painter, I believe, and I've seen his channel. He does real good, way better than me, painting cars. So it didn't have the fish eyes, or it did have fish eyes. Didn't have any runs, but when I went to buff it, it just didn't come out right. It didn't shine as well as I wanted to. Now the doghouse did, but live and learn. That's a $700 mistake, or $700 wasted in paint and everything else. But hey, at least I can say I done it. So more than any other guys out there. So I tried. You learn from your mistakes. That's how you do it. And believe me, I've ripped this car down. I've taken this car apart, put it back together, took it apart, put it back together. It's just what you do. Exactly what you do. So yeah, I need to work on the inside. So yeah, see you guys. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Really do. Thanks.